My friends, what's going on, everyone? My name's Kai. Welcome to the show. Okay, guys, today we're gonna have a really fun time. I am doing a survival hike down the abandoned railroad tracks for a couple days. We are going to have a lot of fun camping, doing outdoor stuff, going on an amazing adventure. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been planning this on my channel for quite a while. Finally, the weather is good enough. But guys, we already have run into our very first problem. It's super early here in the morning. I wanted to start this vlog really early in the morning, get as much done as I can before nightfall, because we're gonna need to collect firewood. We're gonna be doing a lot of camping stuff. However, I haven't been to this area in a long time. What I wanted to do was I wanted to follow the abandoned tracks just into the wild, because look how beautiful it is out there. Give me one sec, let me show you how beautiful it is. So this is what I'm looking at here, and you can see off in the distance, it's just like mountains of forest and stuff. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. But we've got kind of a problem. As you can see, they did rip up the tracks. They did rip up the tracks, and it looks like nature has kind of taken over. But we will at least hike down, see what we can find. I know there's a huge bridge down there, so we'll check that out. It's gonna be fun. So my friends, if you like a big adventure and you want to see me have quite an escapade out in the wild, stay tuned to the video. Let's get right into the vlog. Yeah, so I decided to wake up, well, I woke up super early and I was live streaming last night, and I thought, you know what, let's just go. Let's just go really early in the morning. Before we head down though, I want to show you this old train station that I'm at. So this train station was around in like the 1800s. Yeah, this train station was around in the 1800s. It's not a thing anymore. It was rebuilt, I think, like 50 or 60 years ago. It's pretty cool, but you can see here that this was an area where you would wait for a train to come pick you up. And it's so weird. It's so weird because never in my lifetime has this been an active train station. Yeah, let me get one photo of it, and then we'll start our hike. Nothing too special. Still very bizarre seeing it though. All right, my friends, we are gonna start our hike down to here. Very beautiful. So I have a survival backpack here. I don't have a sleeping bag. We are staying out overnight. So I don't have a sleeping bag. I do have a wool blanket though. I heard that those are pretty good. So hopefully I'm not too cold tonight. It's gonna only be about 11 degrees Celsius, so should be all right. Let me throw my bag on and we'll start the hike. All right, my friends, into the wilderness we go. This should be fun. The only thing that I'm hoping, I don't mind walking through this like brush stuff. The only problem is a lot of it might be pricklers, you know, like the prickle plants. I don't know what they're called, but the thorn plants, the plants that are just a bunch of thorns. So hopefully we don't run into that. That would not be fun, especially setting up a tent on it. I hope the brush doesn't get too bad though, because I'm wearing Walmart shoes right now, and not good Walmart shoes either. They're essentially slippers. Let me show you their features. Yeah, they're just basic, like, they're completely mesh. They're not waterproof at all. But they're all I can afford right now, unfortunately. But that's okay. Hopefully they don't get full of thorns though. That's what I'm worried about, the material. It'll be super easy for them to get full of thorns. What does it say here? Access prohibited by walking. Let me show you this sign. This must be an older sign when the thing was actually active. Let me show you. All right. Area closed. Risk of severe injury or death? Oh God. Good Lord. I didn't realize that I was risking severe injury or death. Good God. I think though that's a sign from when the train was actually here, because that would make sense not to walk on the train tracks. But as you can see, there is no train tracks left. There is no train tracks left. You want to see something pretty cool though? There is a giant factory here. Very Fallout. Very Fallout. This is the Glad factory. This is where all your garbage bags come from. If you have Glad garbage bags in your house, they were made right there. Right there. Very spooky though. Let me get you a better look at it. This at nighttime, like if I just set up my tent like right there and had a view of this at night, very spooky. Let me show you. Look how beautiful the area that I'm hiking in is though. So I actually used to work at this Glad factory, and it was one of the worst jobs I ever had in my life. Oh man, I used to do factory work, and my job at this Glad factory was to open, there was like a big recall on garbage bags because they forgot to seal them. So people were just getting a 100-foot roll of a garbage bag that wasn't sealed. So my entire job was just opening boxes of the old product and throwing the cardboard into one bin and throwing the unused material into the other bin. And that was it for 12 hours straight. And when I first got the job and it was explained to me, I was like, oh hell yeah. I mean, that's so easy. I don't need to do anything other than open a package and throw out the remains. And yeah, it was awful. It was awful. It's absolute hell. Got blisters after the first hour, and I quit the next day because fuck that. God. But yeah, here's the Glad factory. All right, so we're getting deeper into this brush. We're getting deeper into this brush, but I'm hoping that we don't find any pricklers. I will talk to you guys soon when I have an update. So I'm walking along where the train tracks used to be, right? And you know what I'm finding a bunch of? These big bolts. These big bolts. Look how big they are. Oh, there we go. Look how big they are. And they're heavy too. They're probably a pound or two each. They're really heavy. But you see them all over the place. Maybe I'll find some railroad spikes. I wouldn't doubt if I find a railroad spike. If I find one, I'll hold on to it for memories, of course. Either way, it looks like this is starting to turn into like some. Oh, look how beautiful it is. It's starting to turn into some sort of a path. So that's great. That's great. Yes. Look. There's a path. Very good. Okay, so we're back on track. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I just want to let you guys know that I am doing this to raise awareness for men's mental health. I gotta tell you, I am scared about this. I am scared to do this. I've always been a big outdoors guy. I've always been a big, yeah, I love the outdoors, right? And when I was a drinker, all I did was watch YouTube videos about outdoor survival and stuff. So I have a little knowledge when it comes to this stuff, but I've never actually gone out into the wild. This is my first time. This is my very first time ever just throwing on a big backpack like this and just walking into the wilderness, you know what I mean? And it's scary, but that is important, because I want to show you guys that it's really important to work through your fears. It's really important to work through your fears. If you have something that's bothering you, go for it, you know? Or if you have something that you want to do, that you have been putting aside because you're scared of doing it, something as simple as going to dinner by yourself, you know, that can be really scary for people. So if you have something that you want to do, but you're being held back by your fear of doing it, give it a try. Give it a try. And that's what I want to show with this hike. That's what I want to show with this hike. I want to show you guys, I am vulnerable. I am scared of what's going on. I am in the Canadian wilderness. As I said, there's a lot of animals out here. There's dangerous animals. No bears though. No bears where I am right now, but there are wolves, there's foxes. Well, foxes aren't dangerous, but there's wolves, there's coyotes, there's porcupines, there's skunks. There's a whole bunch of things out of raccoons. There's a whole bunch of things out here that you really don't want to run into, you know? But it is going to be beautiful. I am scared of it, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, guys, if you're scared of something, give it a try. Give it a try. And you know what? If everything doesn't work out and I hate this hike and I don't like it at all, then you know what? At least I tried it and I know how I feel about it, you know? So just wanted to put that out there. Either way, beauty. Guys, I'll talk to you soon. So I found where the train tracks begin. So it looks like they tore them up for like this whole section, but they still exist over here, which is good because it should mean that my path will be a little easier. But as you can see, there are the train tracks there. There are the train tracks there. So down the abandoned railroad tracks we go, I suppose. All right, so I've been walking for quite a little while now, and I gotta tell you, the bugs are out big time. The bugs are out in a very serious manner. Good God. But yes, we are going to be coming up to a overpass in a little bit. And I remember when I was a teenager, me and my friends would hang out under this overpass sometimes. And it's huge, it's huge. It's a big juxtaposition for my town. But I think I'll go check that out. It might be a good place to just kind of sit and chill for a bit. I am looking forward to lunch today. It's still really early in the morning, but I'll probably eat lunch around 10 or 11. And I have something so funny to show you guys for lunch. Oh my goodness. So for lunch, we're gonna be having dollar store tacos. For lunch, we're gonna be having dollar store tacos. When I was at the dollar store the other day, I saw that they had something called taco beef filling. And it was just in like a retort package, like the kind of packages that the MREs are made from. So I picked up a couple of them, and they're not even from Canada or from the United States. They're from Brazil. So it's like mystery meat from Brazil at the dollar store. That's what we're gonna have for lunch today. It'll be a lot of fun. This is what I'm hoping that I find a little bit later. I'm hoping that I find like a big, just nice open area, hopefully with a lot of grass too. The grass would be nice to have a little bit of padding when I'm sleeping. But yeah, I'll get back to you soon. Uh-oh, the train tracks just end again. The train tracks just end again. This might not be good. This might not be good. They're there, but what I want to do, I'm at like I'm near like an intersection now. I'll show you where I want to hike to. All right, so I want to hike down here, but I don't know. Jesus. I'm standing beside a highway. Hopefully if I hike down here, I'll be able to find something. There's the big bridge. There's a big bridge. I think we'll do that on the way back. Let's go down here. Okay. Train tracks are back. This is good news. This is good news. Very good news. I'm going to quickly take a 5-minute break just because this bag is pretty damn heavy. So I'll talk to you guys soon. So, beautiful morning, beautiful morning. We've got quite the ways to go. We've got quite the ways to go. I hope I find something nice. The only problem is all the morning dew on all these plants here are making my shoes soaking wet. So that's not good. That's not good. I just started the hike, for God's sake. All right, so I'm seeing some beautiful stuff out here. So this is what I'm kind of hoping for. You can see that there's literally trees and everything everywhere. This ground is just tall grass. I'm hoping it's not wetland, but it looks like it's just tall grass. So something like that would be perfect to camp in. I'm just hoping that I continue to find that along the hike. But look at how nice it is out here. Like, I'm standing here and I'm looking out at the forest just everywhere, and it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I wonder why I haven't done this before. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm encouraging you guys, if you're having a hard time with something or you're scared about something, go and do it, because you might, discover these beautiful things. Or you might just discover something that you wouldn't have discovered otherwise, I always say, go for a half an hour walk every day. Go into town, go for a walk. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you don't need to be going for a specific reason, but if you get out of the house, you get out of your environment for, a little bit, you might run into somebody, you might find something you really like. A store might be having a sale, you never know. Either way, look at how nice it is here. So these flowers here, these little white flowers, these are called, I believe, I could be wrong, but these are trilliums. And these are Ontario's like provincial flower, and they're very rare, and they're illegal to pick. They're illegal to pick because they're so rare and they're Ontario's flower. So picking them is not allowed. Not allowed. Can you imagine having a law? Hey, don't pick our damn plants. Okay, I've come up to my first maybe problem of the hike so far. Let me show you its features. So this here is all water. This is all water. So I'm hoping that this area behind these trees, the area that I showed you, I'm hoping that's not all wetland. I'm hoping that's not all wetland, because I'm planning on camping on it. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be good. However, it is good to know that there is going to be some water on this hike. I have a big jug of water that I'll show you later. It's probably 3 liters. But I'm going to be out here for a few days. So I did bring a LifeStraw water filter. That should be cool. It's not a filter. It's a water bottle that has a filter in it, but it should be good. I'm getting eaten alive by the bugs, though. I'm getting eaten alive by the bugs. I do have some bug spray right in that top pocket, so I'm gonna grab some soon. But I'm so glad that I'm finally doing this, because it's so nice. It's so nice. And what's really nice about it too is I'm just fucking alone. I'm just finally alone. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that my home life has taken a real downturn in the last little while, and I've been unbelievably unmotivated and depressed. So you know what? It's really nice to be out of that environment, and I have really bad social anxiety, and to just be out where there's nobody out here. Hopefully there's nobody out here. Hopefully I don't run into like a camp of gypsies or something. I don't know. But it's nice to just be away from people for a little while, even if it's just for a couple days, and it's so beautiful. But look, you'll find look, Like, there's a beer can here. How is there a beer can here? Look where I am. Look where I am. Not to mention I'm on like the side of an overpass, you know, like I'm nowhere near the town. Who is drinking out here? So there are people that have been around here, but that can could be 20 years old for all I know. All right, guys, continuing on. I know it probably doesn't come up that well on camera, but back here, these forests that you see that are all back here, they're hundreds of feet tall. You know, they're up on like a big, not a mountain, but a big hill. They're hundreds of feet tall. Very cool, very beautiful. The camera, like from standing right here and looking at this, the camera really doesn't show how beautiful it is. I'll try and get it. So now we're getting to the exciting part of this hike. We're just going to have forest around us. We're not going to have any more of this open land. We're just going to have forest around us. Oh, I love the forest. It's going to be very cool. We're also going to be doing a night hike. Around here, looking for animals, looking for those shiny lights, shiny eyes when we flash the flashlight on them. So guys, let me show you how beautiful it is here, and now we're continuing on into the hike is truly begun now. Now we're finally in the valley. Very cool. Check it out, guys. I found my first piece of old train equipment. This could be an old, you know, so I guess this is just, maybe, I don't know what it was. Found something here though. We've run into our first bog. Are there any turtles in it though? There might be turtles in it. Let's zoom up on it and see if there's any turtles. Are there any turtles in here? That looks appetizing, doesn't it? That's where all the mosquitoes in this area are coming from. This is so cool. So this is that forest that just goes up. It's just on a huge hill. And if you look inside of the forest, there's not really anywhere to explore because it's just a hill that goes up like that. If there's an opening in the forest somewhere, we'll go in and we'll explore. I would rather set up I would rather set up my camp in the forest, because that way I don't get woken up immediately by the sun and the birds and stuff like that. Also, if it rains or anything like that, the forest is very thick here. It's very dense. As you can see, it's very dense. So if I were to get rained on or anything like that, I'd be okay. I think I found something here. What is this? It's weird seeing man-made stuff all the way out here. But yeah, you can see, look at the forest in there. You can see it just goes up. Shoot. So, my friends, if you're wondering, what do I have to protect myself while I'm out here? Well, nothing really. I'm Canadian, so it's not like I can just come out here strapped to the gills, you know. However, I do have animal mace, like a small animal mace canister. It's not bear mace, it's just a small mace. It's good enough for like coyotes and wolves and shit like that. But I always have my survival knife with me when I go outside. So I've got a good knife. I've got a sturdy knife. It will come in handy for fire making as well. So when I'm outdoors, I do carry a knife. I do carry a knife. It would be silly not to. If you can, you might as well. Either way, I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of worried because I'm looking at all this land on the side here and over here, and these are all the places where I would prefer to camp. If I was in a perfect world, I would camp right here. I would camp right here. There'd be a flat surface right off the side of this track, because right now I'm in like a valley of forest, and it's just beautiful. And I think, you know, having a bonfire in the middle here, oh, that would be very nice. That would be very nice. But now I'm a little worried because I don't know where I'll sleep. But hopefully we'll find something. I'll let you know when I find something. So you can see here that the date of this, 1936. 1936, almost 100 years old. So I have been challenged to do a few things while I'm on this hike. RXL challenged me to find and photograph, or I guess on video, that counts too, 5 different animals. I think we'll be able to find that, and I'm seeing a lot of this wetland, and I bet you will find a turtle. I bet I wouldn't be surprised if we see a turtle crossing any of these tracks, because there's wetland on one side, there's wetland on the other side. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that. What I'm really looking forward to the most, I think, is the night hikes. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope it comes up on camera. I hope that my flashlight is strong enough, because hiking at night in the woods is spooky. But you guys know I love spooky stuff, so I am excited for that. It's no longer the morning anymore. It's starting to be daytime. What time is it now? It's like 9:30. I am getting hungry. We're gonna eat those dollar store tacos soon. Should be delicious. But let's continue the hike. We're going into another valley here. Here's an old railway sign. 33. Oh, it looks like we're coming up to a crossing up here. Look, there's a bunny up there. I don't know if you can see it. Right here. Right there. Bunny! There's our first animal. Check out what I'm walking by right now. It looks like a horse training facility. Fuck off with the flies, damn it! Sorry guys, I'm getting absolutely eaten by mosquitoes and stuff. Apparently I found a ranch of some kind. Very cool, very cool. Unfortunately, everything along this train track has a fence. I don't know if you can see it, let me show you. Everywhere has a fence along the side, and then another fence along the side here. And all of this is wetland. And my shoes are soaking wet, not good. But this is all wetland, and I have no idea where I'm gonna be able to set up a tent. All right, my friends, so, I'm realizing that these signs are new. These signs are new. I should not be walking here. I thought that these signs were for, like the old trainway, but no, I should not be walking here. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to not be walking here, because I can get in a lot of trouble for walking here. So, what I'm gonna do, wow, it's really beautiful here though. I'm on some property though, I'm on some farm property. So, somebody's gonna get mad at me, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. But look at how beautiful it is. Look at how beautiful it is. Let me flip the camera. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I do know of a forest that I can go to where I can set up my tent and I can camp and I can do all of that kind of stuff. So I'm glad that I did that hike. That hike was a lot of fun. That hike took me about 3.5 hours. I got to walk through the escarpment area here. I hope that you enjoyed it. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to come back with a part 2, and in the part 2 we will do the actual setting up the tent, camping, doing all of that fun stuff. We will do that in in part 2. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that this didn't work out right away for this video. I don't want to get in shit, you know. I love to do traveling, and I definitely don't want to have a trespassing ticket on my record or anything. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow there will be a video up of the nighttime of the camping, going into the forest. It'll be a lot of fun. Until then, thank you so much. Consider picking yourself up some merch. That would be very helpful for me. It helps me do traveling on the channel. And yeah, other than that, join my membership, hang out with me. We live stream every day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.